Hi, and welcome to Fueling Innovation. My name is Gabriela Ramírez-Arellano, and I am excited to lead the Center for Emerging Technologies, the oldest innovation center in Missouri. I'm also the Director of Entrepreneurship at Cortex, and your host here at Fueling Innovation. We are committed to helping you innovate and making sure small businesses in the region get the right training, confidence, and connections to move forward at the right speed for your business. Today, we are excited to have two dynamic business leaders, Darcella Craven of VetBiz and Leslie Hernandez, owner of the Mi Madre Aprendí. We've got a great session for you, so stay tuned, and thank you for joining us. We are going to spend this time together talking and learning from the ladies behind the organizations, to learn from them what they've done in the last year and how they've used the resources in the region as they plan for the future. We know that during the last year, we saw that small businesses sat at the intersection of economic centralization, racial justice, and a small business-led recession for many cities. The St. Louis Jobs Plan highlights that small businesses represent the vast majority of St. Louis businesses and employ almost half of the metropolitan workforce. Small businesses are key players in industries ranging from retail to healthcare to construction. They form the backbone of civic and community life and represent a tested path to economic mobility and wealth building, particularly for Black and Brown communities. And I am proud and excited that we are here today with you to talk about how our small businesses in the ecosystem have been able to grow, scale, learn, and help each other. Darcella, how are you?
Thank you so much for asking us here. Thank you for asking me how I'm doing. I am doing fabulous. Life is good. I cannot complain. And thank you again for inviting us here. We're always appreciating the partnership with you, and we look forward to continue to partner with you.
Definitely. It's something we will continue to do. So tell us, who's Darcella? What's VetBiz? What do you do?
The $600,000 question, right? Who am I? I am Darcella Craven. I am the president and chief fear conqueror of VetBiz, which is a nonprofit economic development agency that was created to assist veterans and military families with starting and expanding in small business. We are headquartered here in St. Louis, Missouri, and we take care of all of Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska, and Southern Illinois. We call it MINC, because we have to be fabulous. But our job is to assist those veterans who are considering small business, get them to the right resource with the right information at the right time. So that's who we are. I'm an Army veteran myself, and also a former recovering small business owner. So most of the people that work with us are either veterans or military spouses, or they have had their own small business. So we know what we're talking about. We've been around the teacup a couple of times.
That's a lot. And just because I always am curious, why Chief Fear Conqueror?
Well, I know that a large part of what I do really is pushing people through the paralyzation that comes. Sometimes we often, as just people in general, will paralyze ourselves with too much research, too much information, and we just don't move. And sometimes you just gotta move. And that's what I do. So Chief Fear Conqueror came because most of the time that's what I'm doing, is pushing people through fear.
You have presented at Square One in the past and had the opportunity to spend time with the entrepreneurs that are in the session. Can you tell us a little bit about how that experience has been for you and how that experience has shaped how your organization functions?
Well, I love the program for a couple of reasons. One, for me personally, it's always good to get up in front of a group of people who have these ideas and they are going to do something. They're going to change the world. They're going to change a thing. And so I love that energy. So it's my ability to kind of recharge myself. And it has helped us at the center with helping. Sometimes people come to us and they're still not quite ready. They need a little bit more work. And having programs like Square One is kind of solid for them to go through. The other thing that we do is I oftentimes tell people to get off the island of me, because entrepreneurs like to jump on the island of me a lot. And I tell them you'll know when you're on the island of me when you hear yourself saying, I have to, no one else can. So you're on the island of me. So two things. One, turn around, it's a crowded island. There's a lot of you on there. And two, the way to get off that island is to go through programs like yours, like Square One, like these programs that are in our ecosystem that help people push through whatever that issue is to come up with a viable product, whatever that process is. And of course, you know, having worked with entrepreneurs, they oftentimes have 10,000 ideas in their head. And so I think that program really helps them narrow down on the one that's going to make them successful, whatever success means to them.
Perfect. No, we are so grateful for that collaboration. So tell us a little bit about what's next for you for VetBiz. I know you have a new space, and what you're thinking of doing for 2021 and beyond.
Super excited. So we literally, what's changed in the last year is our name. So we were the Veterans Business Resource Center, which most people will know us by, but we turned to VetBiz because our mission is changing a bit. When we started this program 17 years ago, this ecosystem didn't exist. Today, this ecosystem is thriving. So we don't need to do the same things that we did before. What we're doing. One, I am working towards retirement. I've been there for 16 of the 17 years. I've got some fabulous people working with me. I have a new position open. So what's happening is I'm training people to take this organization to the next space. We do work in the entire region. So we collaborate with across all 4.5 states. And really just what VetBiz looks like now is making sure we're filling in the gaps. So like I said, right resource, right information, right time. That's what we do. We make sure that the entrepreneurs who are coming out of the military or who are veterans who have been in this community know where all the things are, so they stay off that island.
And one question I always like to ask our guests is, what do you think of when you hear the word innovation?
Man, what I think about is I think about brains hurting, right? Because that means, to me, when people say they're innovating, it means that their brain is clicking, they're thinking about things differently, they're seeing things differently, and they are about to like discover a new thing that all of us can't believe we didn't have before. So when I hear innovation and think about it, that's what I think about. I think about people just excited to make the world better.
So tell us, where can people get a hold of you, and how can they access the services at VetBiz?
They can reach out to us at 314-531-8387 or vetbiz.com. So Darcella Craven, reach out for me.
That's great. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for continuing to do what you're doing.
Don't go away. We'll be right back after this break with Leslie Hernandez of the Mi Madre Aprendí.
My idea is transforming medical care.
My idea created jobs for 2,000 people.
My idea will bring renewable energy to everyone.
An entrepreneur with an idea can change the world.
I have an idea.
Kaufman, the foundation of entrepreneurship.
Hola, Leslie. Thank you so much for being here. Can you tell us a little bit more about your inspiration behind your business, the Mi Madre Aprendí?
Well, it's a story. I'm coming from a family of 16 children, and what I learned from my mom was cooking authentic Puerto Rican food. But then I expanded that, and I learned to cook different dishes. So I decided to come up with this product because I was so tired using the same brands that are full of additive. And the food always tasted the same. So I decided to come up with my own spices, my own mixture of different spices, and that's how came up the Mi Madre Aprendí, the brand of the Mi Madre Aprendí.
And I know you've been here in St. Louis for a while now, but I first met you when you participated in the Ignite program. Can you share with us a little bit more about your experience in Ignite and maybe some of your key takeaways for your business?
My background is education. So I work with children, birth to 3. Also, another degree that I have is helping adult higher education. So participating in that program was something new to me, but the education, the mentoring, all the things that I learned from there became a motivation for me to continue my inspiration with this product.
So what's next for you and the Mi Madre Aprendí? Can you give us some leads into what we can look forward to?
We are talking about adding more products based on that product, which is adobo and sazon. So we have something in mind to add it to the line. So stay tuned, it's coming up.
And I also want to make sure that I ask you, what does innovation mean to you?
Oh boy, it means so much because it opened the door for me. I said it just put the people that I needed to make this dream come true. Like I said, I don't have any background in business. So the innovation is like my other hand that are helping me and guiding me to do this.
So you've expanded in your business line and also on your online presence.
Yes, my website is mimadreaprendí.com. I have Instagram. I also have Facebook, so you can find me under Mi Madre Aprendí. Farmer markets are on the plan, so we're going to start also participating around the city, showing and demonstrating, and also for you to taste what is the product about.
Gracias, Leslie. And thank you, Darcella, for joining us today on Fueling Innovation. I want to make sure that I remind you that we have an amazing program for first-time entrepreneurs and early-stage business owners, the Square One Bootcamp, which is a 10-week series that is an opportunity for small businesses and first-time entrepreneurs here in the St. Louis region. You can find out more about Square One, Ignite, and the many resources in our toolkit on our website at cetstl.com. My name is Gabriela Ramírez-Arellano, and I'm excited to be here with you on Fueling Innovation. We'll see you next time.